Okay, I think we're all ready here. Okay, Corey, you ready back there? Call this meeting to order. Thank you all for coming. Murph, can I ask you to lead us to the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have, give Corey a second to get settled here. Do we have any additions, deletions, or corrections to the agenda? Hearing none, moving on and asking for approval for that and the minutes from September 10th meeting.
Board moves to approve the agenda and the minutes of September 10th.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
And Tanner seconds it. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, that passes unanimous. Thank you. Financial report. 2019 projection. Tanner?
Okay.
Minutes, Madam Chair?
I think, yes.
Minutes? Did we skip the minutes?
No.
No.
That was in Al's motion. The
Okay,
minutes
thank
and
you. I'm
the
sorry.
agenda.
Done.
Okay, you all should have received copies of the agenda and been able to look at it. Tanner, would you go through it for us, please?
All right, included in that was the budget, 2019 year-end projection, and a 2020 preliminary budget, just like last month. What I'd like to do is just review the changes that I've made with you, which are all in the 2019 year-end projected column. So, beginning at the top under revenues, I've removed the line item for county abatements of $10,000. I reduced the beautification expense to $1,750. I removed the IT expense of $500. I've reduced the travel training expense from $500 down to $90, and reduced the 2012 series bond debt to the actual amount paid of $285,054 from the budgeted amount of $286,595. The result is improved net revenues from a negative $26,458 to a negative $12,257, and a new projected year-end fund balance of $35,656.
Where's the microphone? You're noisy this morning.
It's volume.
Okay, Board, do you have any questions about this projection?
So,
I think it looks fine for myself. Does the rest of the board agree? Do we need to have a motion on accepting this? Tanner, would you like to, what what do you need?
Well, so moving into the 2020 draft budget, I've made no changes other than the improved fund balance does carry over into 2020 and affects that fund balance. So that's the only change in the 2020 draft budget column. And I would ask for direction from the board on the budget or an approval.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve this, Al?
Bourne would move to approve
Okay?
the budget draft and the projected 2019.
Okay, and we have a second.
Second,
Oh, go
okay.
ahead.
As Tanner and I have discussed in the past, one of the things that's going to be sort of the unknown going forward is how the abatements are going to go next year with the significant change in the property tax assessments that'll occur in January when we get the news. So what's going to occur, we don't know. This year was very small. What's going to occur next year, we don't know. But there's mechanisms to work through that.
Okay,
But other than that, I concur.
okay.
Yeah.
Any more discussion or questions to Al about any of that? Okay, we have a motion on the table and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And one recused from Kelly? Okay, motion passed. Moving right along. The amendment number 2 to the 2009 Disposition and Development Agreement. I would again refer to Tanner on that. Did you have some more comments? Have we?
No,
Nope. Okay.
it's before you for approval.
Approval from the city council?
The council has approved
Those
it,
approved it?
so
Okay.
I'm prepared to make a motion to approve it as presented and direct the chair to sign it, if you'd like.
Okay, do I hear a second for that?
Bourne would second.
Okay. All those, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? Okay. Kelly's recused. All right. All those in favor, we did all that. The reimbursement and redevelopment agreement for Taylor Mountain Enterprises. We've already done that. We just need a motion there again. Do I hear someone?
So made.
Okay, so...
Bourne seconds. Yeah.
Okay, so that's approval. Any discussion? No discussion on that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So that is approved. Moving on. And then I just want to clear up, I wrote a letter, I sent it to the board in response to the newspaper articles and the liaison issue. Kelly and I have talked. We have put that aside. This letter, however, will appear in the paper for the public. Other than that, we're going to move forward and there'll be no changes, no more discussion on that. That's put to rest.
I would just like to make a comment on that. I have had
We have-
discussion with,
The chair recognizes you. Go ahead.
I've had a discussion with Ellen Carrick, and I have not talked with anyone else on the board. I would just comment that I disagree with items that are in this letter, as does Ms. Carrick. So just with that, I'd like to drop the conversation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. And then I would like to just clear up some, I'm sure, chat around about the visitor center in Main Street. I had gone to Main Street's last public meeting, or last open meeting, board meeting, and was making an offer after talking with most of the board. I missed Al and Ellen. They could not make contact on the spur of the moment with them or Kelly. And just to offer, should they had been offered, as I understood, the visitor center, if they'd like to bid for that. They had said no. I offered at that meeting that should they change their mind, that the DDA would be willing to help them with that, maybe give them support, maybe we could help out in some ways. That's all that was. It didn't go anywhere with Main Street. I just wanted to clarify that that's off the table and no discussion. Jan?
I'd just like to clarify that the reason Main Street that voted against that was only because we don't know if we're getting the funding, and if we don't get the funding, then there is no Main Street. So that's the reason. It was not turned down and said that absolutely no, we don't want to do it. We didn't have any information to go on.
Okay.
So if we get information, then that could be revisited. But it was not just turned down because there was no interest, because that's not true.
Okay. And I wanted to say, too, that that wasn't, that the chamber to be left out.
Right.
Whatever the chamber does, in addition to, we could add and work the three of us together. That was the idea behind it. It went nowhere, so if you hear any talk or chatter about that, it's off the table at this time. So, any questions from the board about that? I wanted you to know exactly how that came out and what happened. So hearing none, we'll just move on to the next. The development proposals for Woodland Station. We need an update on that, and Murph and Tanner have both met with the developers, and I think they've met with Sally, so I would turn the floor over to them to give us the update. Tanner?
Yep, so Murph and I have met with both parties, the Christian Williams party and the Weaver Wagner party. We maintained the direction given to us by the board. Those parties appear to be cooperating with each other and with us and are reconsidering the locations for their various uses and proposed phasing for the projects. We've met with Planning Director Sally Riley and brought her up to speed on the proposals so that the city can assist in the planning and process as we move through it. So far, everything seems to be going well, and we'll provide more information during the executive session.
Great. Murph, do you have any comments on?
No, it's going extremely. I think it's going extremely well, and we're finding out a lot of the discovering a lot, and with Sally's help, finding out what is going to be possible and what's not, and advising the people as best we can as to directions and what the requirements are going to be.
Okay, good.
Excited about this thing.
We all are. Tanner, you had something?
Only that there is still that third letter of intent, the one submitted by Mr. Weatherford, and so far we've not received anything specific regarding the development proposal aside from that 2013 concept plan.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what to do with that or how to proceed, so we're just waiting for any more information.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but all three applicants have been given the same packet for paperwork, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Board, any discussion on that? Any comments? I'm happy we're moving forward, and we really do want to see some progress and really help this development for the whole site if possible. And I think we all agreed to that, don't we? Board consensus. We really want to see this happen. Okay. Any more under that development board discussion? None of that. Okay. General discussion. I guess I would start with Nick. Do you have anything you'd like to put in general discussion? Okay. Nope. Al's had his first taste of snow already, coming back from his vacation. It's right around the corner, isn't it?
It's coming.
Yeah. Kelly, anything you'd like in general?
I have no
Murph?
The wood in, winter's coming. That's all I have.
Well, I'd like to say that I think business-wise, the leaf season has been really good. I hope most of the business that we've had some real good response in sales and except from the leaf lookers. I think they get sick of the traffic and stop in and shop. I don't know. Anyway, Corey, do you have anything else? Okay. Jan?
No, ma'am.
Jerry? Tanner? Okay. I do have one more thing to ask the board. If we could use, if the U-Trail Stampede Rodeo Club could use Woodland Station site on October 26th for a trailer loading demonstration. Would that, does anyone care about that? Okay. So if we could get a general consensus that that's okay, we'll go ahead and put together that. I've got to go to the city and get a permit. It's just a very laid back, just pretty small event. Any funds that we collect off that will go to the wagon and horse purchase. Okay? For the audience, any discussion, general discussion? This side of the room, anybody have anything to say? Debbie? What is the date again on the grant writing? 3rd. Okay, that'd be a good one. We had once talked about trying to get a support group for grant writing so that grant writers who wanted to take on a grant had some help that they could call on to do certain segments. So that might be a time to revisit that too. Anybody else from this side? Over here. Any comments from this side? Yes, no. Oh. Oh. Thanks, Noel. That's good. Okay, well, gosh, if there's no more comment from the audience, we would adjourn to executive session. I'll read this first and then we'll adjourn. For the purpose of determining positions relative to matters involving development projects within the City of Woodland Park Downtown Development Authority District, regarding determining positions related to matters of negotiations for CRS 246402 4E. So we would adjourn this meeting into executive session. I thank you all for coming today, and we're working real hard on this development. So.